What is good, everybody? Sawsome. So my buddies and I have been playing a lot of two-player Daybreak. We've been working on a formula that we could pass on to you for how to beat all 7 rounds consistently with only 2 players. Shoutouts to my buddies Gior and Bullet for helping me with this process. In this video, I'm going to cover weapon selection, simple strategies for working together, and at the end, 2 super sneaky tips that are amazing and they're really going to help you. Hit the sub, hit the thumbs up, and let's get into this. Let's look at weapon selection. I'm going to go with a heavy Clio sniper rifle. This will take down a juggernaut in only 4 shots, and they do not even have to be headshots. My buddy Phil is going with a Clio battle rifle. He's going to be clearing the smalls while I'm clearing the juggernauts. That's a big part of our strategy. The Clio battle rifle will allow him to take out smaller Zeds from all the way across the wall while I focus on the juggernauts when they attack. When Jugs hit, I'm going to hit him with the sniper, he's going to hit the little guys with the Clio battle rifle, and maybe use a little bit of fire if things start to get out of control. Then we're going to both select deployable minefields. These things are a lifesaver. We're going to save them for after round 4. We're going to put them in the grass outside the wall, spread out in the grass. And we're going to deploy them as we find them. So if we find more in the Clio drops, we're going to deploy them immediately. Maybe put one by the tech, but most of the time we found success by putting them all out in the grass fields. In rounds 1 through 4, I'm going to be shooting the shotgun. My buddy Phil is going for the 7.62, and we're going to shoot the heck out of these guns. There's only 2 of us. We don't need to hold back. We can shoot all we want, and we're still going to have leftover in the end. Because rounds 5, 6, and 7, we're going to start unloading the Clio sniper rounds. The only exception is when the juggernauts hit, I'm going to go ahead and use my Clio heavy sniper rifle to take down the juggernaut. If you have not unlocked these weapons yet, you may have to spend some time working on that. Playing some Daybreak, knowing that you may not get through all 7 rounds, you're just working to unlock these weapons. But once you get these 2 rifles and you make a friend, you're going to be in good shape. Also, when it comes to weapon selection, make sure that your NPCs have rifles, not shotguns. The shotguns in their hands are almost worthless. If they have a shotgun, exit the game, come back in, and repeat until they all have long rifles. Okay, let's talk a little bit of teamwork strategy. First of all, in the beginning, drop everything outside the walls in an orderly manner so that you can find it later when you're in a hurry. After each wave, drop everything except your primary weapon and go loot those Clio drops. Keep your primary weapon because sometimes you see a feral out there. Fix the walls and heal the tech when you get back from looting the Clio drops. If the walls are orange or red or the tech is badly injured, one of you should stay behind and do that first while the other goes out and loots the drops. Once the walls are up and the tech is healed, the second player should jump out and loot maybe 1 or 2 of the Clio drops if time permits. Later rounds, those Clio drops are huge because they give you better and better weapons as the time goes on. The Clio drops get more important in the later rounds. Some of them have deployable minefields. Deploy them in the grass fields right by the street immediately. Now here are 2 bonus tips that I thought were super cool, and then I'll give you 2 heartwarming tips before we end the video. First super cool tip, drop your melee weapon. You don't need that sword or that hammer. Drop it. Go with just a knife because you should use your gun to knock down zombies and execute them super quickly with your knife. I actually went through the entire lethal zone with nothing but a knife. Check the link in the description to watch that playthrough. My character Zomboid, he's a maniac and he attacked the lethal zone by himself with nothing but a knife. So drop that melee weapon. You need those quick executions. You can't have those long drawn out executions. Now this tip is the coolest of the cool. This next one, you can switch guns while you're performing an execution. So if I hear a juggernaut, I'm going to go execute a zombie that's on the wall, and while the execution is taking place, I'm going to my inventory and switching to my heavy sniper rifle. That is such a cool tip. That's my favorite tip. That's the one I really wanted to share. So there you have it.
Oh my gosh. Not anymore.
Now for 2 heartwarming tips. Aw, isn't that sweet in the apocalypse? Number 1, teamwork makes the dream work. You gotta communicate. Obviously, one of you cover the left, the other cover the right. The left seems to get weighed down more often, so be ready to help each other out. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Hey, there's a huge horde on the center wall. You got that fire, use it. Hey, I could use some help over here. Help each other out. Heavy, heavy, heavy communication. That's big time. And the second heartwarming tip, join our Discord. If you want some really cool, positive gamers to join you in State of Decay 2, not just Daybreak, but DayZ, State of Decay 2, any other zombie games, there's a link to our community Discord, of which I am an active member, in the description below. You'll make some really good friends. I've met some lifelong friends there. It's an incredible community. So with all that being said, good luck out there. Let me know how it goes. Put your tips for how to beat Daybreak with just 2 players in the comments below. And I want to work on a solo Daybreak. I know there's some stuff out there, but I haven't gotten it to work for me yet. Any tips for that? Put them in the comments. And we're going to keep gaming straight through the apocalypse.